Hey, welcome back everyone. It is now March 24th of 2020, and ever since the release of Star Wars The Rise of Skywalker, a lot of fans around the world have been very curious about the future of the Star Wars franchise by Disney and Lucasfilm, and exactly how the future is going to be by, of course, Disney for the new Star Wars universe. This is Mike Zero. Make sure to subscribe if you're new to the channel for future Star Wars content. Now, the one thing about Disney is, of course, the new Disney CEO, Bob Chapek, is really giving a big facelift over at Lucasfilm by hiring new creatives, taking some creatives out, putting new ones in, including, of course, promoting some of the other creatives like Jon Favreau and Dave Filoni, and bringing George Lucas into the mix to really handle this new Star Wars universe. Now, like I say, the big step to the new Star Wars universe kickstarts this year of 2020, with The Mandalorian Season 2, and the introduction of a live-action version of Ahsoka Tano that is going to pretty much give us a tease of the Ahsoka Tano live-action TV series that Disney and Lucasfilm aim to be released sometime in 2022 or 23 on Disney+. So looking forward to that as well. Rosario Dawson, by the way, is said to be the one who will portray the character in live-action form, so I think that's a pretty good choice. Fits the role in my opinion. Now, the thing about Kathleen Kennedy is that Disney has big plans for Kennedy as the president of Lucasfilm, and exactly how the transition is actually going to happen progressively throughout this entire year of 2020 leading into next year. Now that both Disney and Lucasfilm are finished with the Skywalker saga, they are moving on to their new Star Wars universe, also known as their new expanded universe, that is going to bring Star Wars fans into a new era of the franchise as well as a brand new mythology. Now, it's known that currently the new Disney CEO is bringing in new creatives over at Lucasfilm in order to create a better future for the Star Wars brand. However, it's explained that Disney currently has a plan to fire Kathleen Kennedy sometime during this year of 2020, where it's noted that Disney is down to 3 different candidates that will replace Kennedy, and that they are in the process of choosing who will be the one to take over Kennedy's role as head of Lucasfilm. Now, Disney is said to have a plan to fire Kathleen Kennedy lightly, where it won't be publicly revealed that she is getting let go, and that it will be demonstrated that she is stepping down. Though, ironically, Kennedy also wants to leave Lucasfilm since she no longer has creative control over the existing Star Wars projects in the early development phase. By Q3 of 2020, Disney plans to make a final decision out of the three candidates of who will replace Kennedy sometime in Q4 of 2020 that will go into full effect in early 2021 next year once the new year begins, and that Disney wants Lucasfilm to have a new beginning for Star Wars, including making some drastic changes to the High Republic era. It's said that Disney wants to erase some of Kennedy's ideas for the High Republic era that were created sometime in 2018 to be reworked and unveiled in 2021. So the thing that's so exciting about this is that there are a lot of changes coming our way, not just for the movies and the TV shows, but of course also for the expanded universe. We're talking about books, novels, comics, video games, and more to come, and exactly how that's all going to unfold. Now, Disney, like I say, they have 3 different candidates of who's going to take over Kathleen Kennedy, and they're going to have it all dwindled down to one person by, of course, Q3 of 2020, where, of course, in the 4th quarter of this year is when the big transition will take place and go into full effect in 2021. The thing about this plan by Disney is that I think it is the ultimate reveal that Disney realizes that, yes, there is a backlash, and it does exist, and it's not a minority. It's quite a large chunk of the Star Wars franchise that have had a lot of issues with the sequel trilogy movies. So, the thing about Kathleen Kennedy here, I think it's a great decision by Disney and Lucasfilm. The fact that the new Disney CEO, Bob Chapek, played a large role in this, as well as the board, in coming up with this idea to bring in a new creative. Now, the biggest question of all, who are the 3 candidates, alright? I would like to imagine that it's George Lucas, Jon Favreau, and Dave Filoni, but something tells me it's not just that. It's probably at least one of those. I don't think it's George Lucas, and I don't think it's necessarily Dave Filoni, because I'm not quite sure if he could really handle the actual business end of Star Wars, and he's not necessarily, fit for that as of yet. However, Dave Filoni really is suited best for the creative end of Star Wars, and that's exactly what he's involved in right now, not just the business end. However, I think that Jon Favreau will be a great choice because he's not just a writer and a creator, but he's also a producer. Let's not forget that Jon Favreau has been a producer for a very long time, just like how Kathleen Kennedy was before she was chosen by George to become president of Lucasfilm and to run everything Star Wars. So I think it's at least one of the three, and the other two are very mysterious. We're not quite sure exactly who they are. So by quarter 3, they're going to come down to a decision of, choosing one person. This most likely will be revealed in the earnings call by Bob Chapek sometime, in, of course, early fall of 2020, so looking forward to that. Anyways, guys, drop a comment below. Let me know what you think about all of this in the comments, and if you guys did enjoy the content for today, do make sure to drop a thumbs up on this video to support the channel. I thank you all so very much for the kind support, and I'll catch you guys next time.
From night to moon we hear